Alright everybody, welcome to episode 285 of Psykos Platters, always powered by coffee, each and every time, that's right. So, last episode I promised that I was going to have an album review for this episode of a 70s prog rock heritage band, a legendary band. But before we do that, I have to explain that a couple months ago, I tripped on the first album I've ever found on this band. Nektar, Remember the Future from 1973. I loved it. Nektar, where have you been all my life? I love this album. So, when I found out that Nektar in January of 2020 put out a new album, The Other Side. That's right, The Other Side. Before I get into the album review, let's talk about a little bit, cliff note here, history about the band. Nektar was a band of Englishmen that were formed in Hamburg, Germany in 1969, and they've been together on and off ever since. This is the first album done by the now known USA version of Nektar. Original members, Ron Howden, who's the drummer, and Derek Moe Moore, who's the bassist, are in this lineup, along with original special effects / lyric writer Mick Brockett, along with, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Reich Schlanda, who was there in 1978. He was the guitarist and returned in 2019, along with bassist Randy Dembo, who was with the band from 2003 to 2006 and came back, and new member Kendall Scott on keyboards, who joined in 2019. This is the first album with at least one original member since July of 2013. I cannot get over how damn good this album is. In my opinion, this is a perfect album. I know, I rarely ever say this about album reviews. I love every song on this album. A perfect album to me is one that you don't have to go to the turntable and pick the stylus up at least once. I'm telling you guys, damn, this is a hell of a good album. Now, here's the front, here's the back. Okay, my favorites on here: I'm on Fire, Skywriter, Devil's Door, The Other Side, Why Can't I Be More Like You? But I love all of these tracks. This is a gatefold, okay? The vinyl was made by Cosmic Cowboy Records out of Fayetteville, Arkansas, Ben Mead and Company. A nice little touch on here, out of all honesty. Like I said, I'll show you the picture of the members here again. Devil's Door has a nice touch to it. It is remade, but we happen to have the intro being a part of a soundboard recording for the guitar intro from original, now late guitar player Roy Albrington. And you know what? Awesome. Just totally awesome that they still are continuing the history and the heritage of this. Now, this is 180 gram. 180 gram. I'm going to show you each one of these appears to be different in color and splatter. This particular one here, of course, you've got is purple marbled speckled vinyl. I love it on this one anyway. That's the first album. And then the second album here, I'll show you, is in reddish pink. That's right, reddish pink. And like I said, it's clean sounding. I like it that way. It's clean sounding. It comes right off really good here through the speakers. On the website, oh yeah, by the way, here, the ways you can get it is nektarsmusic.com. Okay, that's their official site. $29.99 on vinyl for this. They also happen to have, they cut a single at 12-inch for Skywriter is on one side, Devil's Door is on the other. Also in similar splatter vinyl. They also happen to have a collection of unreleased live from the 70s as well. I want to get that one too, from Cosmic Cowboy Records. Nektar, I'm going to tell you something. I love you guys. I do. You guys are coming into my neighborhood about 2 weeks from now. I hope to catch that show. I'm looking forward to it. And maybe I'll even try to meet them too. I really would like to. to share my admiration and respect for such an excellent band. I'm not kidding you. If you're a fan of 70s prog rock, or maybe you never even heard of these guys before, go listen on YouTube for some sample clips, but buy this album. It's also in CD form, but the vinyl's better. I'm not going to lie to you here. Other side, Nektar, go buy it. Mighty Psykos said so. And tell them that I sent you too. Take care, rock on. See you next episode, my friend.